up, all my dorks, nerds, geeks, and gamers? It's your host Ghost here, and you watch a brand new episode of Dorks in Movie Minute. Today we're going to be talking about Fear Street 1984. This is the official review of that movie here. So this is your typical story of shady side versus sunny side, poor village town versus the rich part of town. One's cursed, one has people with serial killers who are always popping up and killing people. The other one has nothing, no crime at all, zero crime whatsoever. And this is the story of two opposite sides of that spectrum coming together to be one, and then finding out that stuff isn't as it seems, and then it goes quickly into a horror movie. The thing that I have to commend the most for this movie is the release shooting and release schedule. I have never heard of a film or three films, a trilogy being released over a weekend or 3 weekends. It was an amazing idea, well executed, and I hope that it brought the numbers in that Netflix wanted or needed to really maybe get a sequel out of this, maybe get a 4th movie or another sequel out of it, which would be much needed. I have to say, guys, I'm not going to give too many spoilers here. But I really did enjoy the movie. It's got a really good R.L. Stine Goosebumps feel with an R-rated horror movie setting, tone, violence, blood, language. All of that's there. The sexual stuff they toned down, which I agree with 100%. I'm glad they did. But the violence and the gore, they went up to 11 on some of the kills. Very creative killer designs as well. The guy with the axe and the bag over his head, very awesome design. The guy with the bat and the doll face, where he's just hitting people in the head with the bat, very awesome design. But before we get into some of the design stuff and that, let's get back into the story. So we start off with Dina and Samantha. They are two girls who are in love. They are lesbian, which there's no problem with that. It's a very awesome setting in the movie. It actually works in this case. One is from Sunnyside, and the other is from Shady Side, and they have a secret relationship, kind of, which ties heavily into the story and the backstory leading into the other sequel movies of this trilogy. So yeah, a lot going on there. Character-wise, they kind of break up because one's mom finds out about it, and they kind of don't get along from the beginning. They break up with each other, and they kind of get a revenge thing going on, and that leads to what happens in the movie, which kind of presses the horrors about to come on them. Because they uncover this, I guess we'll get a little bit into it. They uncover this witch's bones, which unleashes a curse onto these kids who unleash these bones. And it's about these killers coming to life and chasing them down. And they slowly find out these killers can't be killed. They keep regenerating and coming after them, so they find out what they need to do to stop this from happening. They end up getting there to do it, and then, from there is 2 more movies, so it's not going to end too completely on a good note. So it does lead to the sequels in a very good way, on a cliffhanger ending that I definitely was not expecting. But yeah, very good movie plot-wise for the first movie. I never read the Fear Street books. Like I said, I was a Goosebumps kid myself. So I really didn't have anything. I didn't know what was going on story-wise. But yeah, very good movie. I gotta say as well, the cast itself, the cast that played Kate, Dina, and Samantha, and the brother. Those cast members were absolutely fantastic. Sheriff Good as well does a great job in this movie, setting up some sinister tones for later on in the franchise. So yeah, very enjoyable movie, a surprising movie, and hopefully what I think is a great start to a trilogy that I think is going to be pretty good if executed correctly. I think for part 1 they executed it pretty well. I would say near perfect, not quite perfect, but I would give it, my opinion, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's got the scares, it's got the Goosebumps feel with a true horror movie tone, which I've never seen mixed together in that sort of fashion. Maybe The Haunting Hour was the closest movie that comes to this, but this definitely has the gore to push it, and the language to push it in that R-rated territory. So yeah, Netflix, great job on the Fear Street Trilogy Part 1, 1984. Great cast of characters. I cannot wait to see what you guys do in the second part. Once again, 8 out of 10 from me. Make sure you guys go check it out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Leave your comments down below what you guys thought of Fear Street 1984. And until next time, guys, I've been your host, Ghost. Adios.